welcome to episode 17 of the Jez and Friends podcast. Today's special guest of the podcast is Rea. How's it going?
Good, thanks.
We're going to be covering many topics, including leadership, obviously, performing arts, because I know you love performing arts, and some funny stories, which everyone loves. So let's get started. So talk us through lockdown. What's your opinion on that so far?
Well, to be honest, it's not bad. It just depends, I guess, on how you spend your time and how you decide to react to it. So, yeah, like you said earlier, usually lockdown could be pretty boring, but I guess if you're trying to make yourself busy, it's not too bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you getting kind of sick of it as well? Because we've been in lockdown for, I don't know, the past few months.
Yeah, I kind of getting sick of it. Like, I don't really like how I don't get to see much of my friends, but hopefully it'll be over soon.
Yeah, the cases have gone down a lot. It's like 10 a day, so that's a good thing. You suggested this for me, but it's a hypothetical thing, But what would you do if you saw a snake next to you? What would your first reaction be?
Oh, I'll definitely freak out.
Would you start running?
I mean, I'll probably like move away as well as I can, but I'd probably like try to grab something, chuck at it, but I don't know if they'll make it worse or make it go away.
Fair enough. I'd probably run away. Not a fan of snakes.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, so we'll move on now. So what type of music do you listen to? Like, what's your favorite song right now and why?
Um, I'm not sure about favorite song, but a song that I've been playing on repeat. It's kind of old. It's called Big Bang by YG, Nicki Minaj, 2 Chainz, and Big Sean, I think.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Tell us about your leadership role at Mac and what's it like being a leader?
So I am this school's performing arts captain, and basically my role is to organize events with like under areas of performing arts, so like music, singing, dancing, or acting and drama. And because of Corona, I actually had some ideas, like some events to like run for physical school. But I'm glad that I actually got something to run during remote learning and it's gone pretty well. So yeah.
Yeah, can you tell us about the activities you've been running recently?
So the main event that I ran during remote learning is the remote performing arts competition. So basically, students had to compete for like a particular category, and it changes every 2 weeks. So for the first round, it was singing and or just play an instrument. And for the second round, it was acting. And I really enjoyed the acting one because it was really funny seeing the students' entries. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, cool. So, speaking of acting, are you doing the school play next year? Because there's an activity that happened a few weeks ago.
Oh, was that the like feature film?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I signed up for it, but I didn't. I mean, I'm pretty sure I signed up for like a few areas, like roles. I didn't sign up just for acting. I also signed up for like I think a bit of backstage as well, since I've always wanted to try working backstage. Since I think that would be pretty interesting. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. What do you want to do after school when it's all like said and done?
Or I haven't set on like a solid career yet, but I do have a few ideas. Recently I've been interested in journalism, so and like broadcasting, kind of like your thing, I think. Like you're into radio, was
Yeah,
it?
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so something along that path. And but if I don't do that, I'm also interested in business. and as well as nursing is like my last resort because it's like a common job in my whole family. Like most
Yeah.
of my aunties and uncles, and including my mom, are like all nurses, but it's something that I don't mind doing as well. So yeah.
Since you're in year nine, right? Are you doing any VC subjects next year in year 10?
I am doing VCE drama next year.
Oh yeah, cool. So you're doing that with Reeds because he told me about.
Yeah, he told me
Yeah,
it's yeah, we were pretty excited.
yeah. So that's gonna be interesting because I've done drama before, but not like one, two. So yeah, it's a good subject to be fair.
Yeah, it's really fun, like drama, normal. So I wonder how VCE drama will go.
Yeah, and Steve is a really good teacher, so I'm sure you enjoy it.
Yeah.
So talk us through the blinding lights performance thing over at Iran because people said it was quite interesting for the assembly. So how long did that take? And yeah, talk us through that.
So because you were part of it as well, like playing the ukulele, right?
Yeah, but my ukulele bit was too shit.
Amazing. Okay, so well, I'll go backtrack a bit. So we actually started like planning it in term two when Corona like first happened, and we started filming a bit then. In term three, the teachers took a while to edit it and put it together, and they actually didn't tell me until I think 2 weeks before assembly that they're gonna show it there, and I was pretty surprised because I thought they were just gonna show it to like us people who performed in it as like a small thing. But when they said assembly, I kind of freaked out because I thought my singing was not the best, but I tried.
No, it wasn't too bad, but the thing that scared a few people was the clown bit. Can you talk us through that a little?
Um,
When
wait, she was actually supposed to like do dancing,
yeah,
and she told me she wanted to like dress up and like do some funny acts in it. So I was like, cool, like do whatever you want. I didn't realize
yes,
she.
it's pretty funny because one of my friends he fell asleep during the assembly, and when he woke up he saw the clown dancing, and that scared the shit out of him. So that was pretty funny.
That must have been really scary.
Yeah, he basically fell out of his chair. So yeah. So we'll move on now. So social media minute. Create a hashtag, Raya.
I've been thinking about this. This is like the question kind of stuck on. I think I'd say hashtag be grateful because even though it's lockdown, like you should still be grateful of things you have and the people around you. Unlike like because not everyone has the same, I guess, opportunities or freedom you have despite the thing going on.
Yeah, for sure. It's good to be grateful because some people aren't grateful with what they have, and you should be grateful. And
Yeah.
speaking of that, we'll move on to the quote of a podcast, which is push yourself because no one is going to do it for you. Like, would you say being grateful is like a quote or something you live by?
Um, I mean, I haven't really thought of a quote that I live by, but I'd like to say that. Yeah, I guess being grateful is kind of like the theme I live by, and your quote of the podcast, push yourself because nobody else is going to do it. I think it's really great, and I think everyone should really like go give some like pay more attention to that. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. What's the last movie or TV show you've watched?
Oh, if I say TV show, not much people would know since I'm a big fan of K dramas, which are Korean dramas. So I watched a lot of those with my mum. But for movie, I think the last one I watched was an old Jackie Chan one. It's like from the 1980s. It's called The Drunken Master. It's pretty cool because Jackie Chan, he did martial arts stuff, obviously. So yeah.
Yeah, Jackie Chan's a pretty cool movie star, I'd say. Talk us through campfire stories or any funny stories you have, because I remember
I
talking.
do have another funny story. I can't believe I forgot about this. So luckily I got it down before I lost it again. So this
Yeah.
happened when I was in year 7 in my old school before I moved to Mac. Um, and just for a bit of background, my old school was like an all girls Catholic school. And at this time, like apparently there were rumors going around that this group of girls in my year level believed that there were demons and there were devils living in the school hall. It was it was insane. Especially it was a Catholic school and they would believe that. And actually I bumped into one of them like once and they actually carried this like necklace, I think, and had stuff on it. I just remember it was so colorful. Can't remember what it was, but apparently she used it to perform exorcism or something on the devil. So they really were into it. So the story is one day my friends were telling me about that, like about the group of girls, and I had a violin lesson later that day. And at that time, the music room was being renovated, so I couldn't have my lesson there. Instead, I had it in the school hall, but backstage. So while my teacher had to do something else, so she told me that she had to come back for something. So I just played my violin, and then I hear footsteps in the hall, and I hear like some whispers, and I saw some like flashlights like going around the dark hole, and then I tried to like get a closer look, and I realized it was a group of girls who like believed there were devils and all that, and they were whispering, saying how they're trying to like hunt for them. But one of those girls, I was really surprised to see because she was a friend of my friend, and I didn't know like she hung out with them. So I was
Mhm.
just surprised to see her, and her name was Lily. So I kind of got close. I was like on the other side of the hallway, by the way. So they were here, and I was like other side. And when I got close, I saw Lily, and I was like, "Wait, Lily?" Except I said it out loud, and I didn't realize. And as soon as I said that, they all screamed like so loudly, and they were like, "Oh my God! Yeah, the demons, the demons!" And they all run away, like run out of the hall. But one of the other girls, her name is Millie, and it's so similar to Lily. So I heard her yelling out, "Did you hear the demon? Like it said my name." But I was like, "Wait, I meant Lily, not you." But they already like slammed the door shut. And I think it was a few days later, everyone like in the whole school knew about the whole thing, how they thought it was a demon saying her name. And apparently Millie had to go to counseling for that because she was actually scared. It was crazy. And I laughed so much, and my friends were like looking at me like, "Oh, what's so funny?" And I told them what actually happened, and they laughed as well. And I was like, "Do you think I should tell her that it was actually me?" And they were like, "No, I'll let her believe it was the demon." It was so funny. Yeah.
Wait, so I'm confused. Were you the demon or what?
No, because like they believed there were actual demons.
They thought you were the demon, or
Yeah, they thought I was a demon saying their name, but I just happened to be there at the same time when
was
they
it
were
at
hunting.
night as well? Or
I was like during the day. So
oh yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty interesting though. So we're gonna move on from
crazy.
that now. Yeah. Do you know Naomi Osaka? Like, you look pretty similar to her. I can't lie. So
Yeah, I get that a lot. Many people told me I looked like her. Um, is this like the sporting question or
no, it's just a random question, I guess.
yeah? Many people did tell me I look like her.
You have you seen her play? Like, are you a fan of it or?
I only saw her play when I think it was when she won. I think she played against Serena, was it?
Yeah, I think so. Like last year or
Yeah,
something. Yeah. Oh,
that
it
was
was
the
this
only
year.
time. Oh, this year. Oh, wow, it felt so
Actually,
long
no, it was
ago.
last year. I
This
should
year,
know.
last year. It's alright. Yeah, I only time I watched her play was when she went against Serena,
Yeah,
and that's when I realized, like, I thought, wait, don't I kind of look like her? And then later on the year, I've had people like telling me that I look like her, so it was funny.
yeah, cool. Um, so what's your number one goal at the moment?
My number one goal is to commit to my morning routine that I've set for myself. And
Yeah,
basically, the purpose of my morning routine is to like start my day off right and like start off, I guess, to like remind myself to like be productive and like use my time wisely. It doesn't always work, but I'm trying and seeing how that goes.
yeah, fair enough. Because right now routine's pretty hard at the moment because the lockdown and all that. So
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so you said this earlier, but true or false? I was actually in the Blinding Lights performance thing, but
Oh,
they took
yeah.
me out because I was too shit. Is that true?
Wait, they took you out?
No, actually, I don't even know, but my ukulele bit wasn't aired because it was too shit, I reckon. It's true, I was in the
What?
thing, yeah.
Oh, because like I didn't watch the whole like performance thing because I was like kind of hiding away from the scene, but they didn't show you a bit? No?
I don't think so, but yeah.
What? I'm not sure why they took it off, but I'm surprised they
But I
did.
was in the Blinding Lights thing, yeah. It's true,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, you're playing ukulele.
Yeah, it's quite shocking to be honest. We're gonna move on from that. So, what are your fears? Like, I'm scared of snakes and all that, but what about you?
Well, I actually have a fear of heights.
Yeah,
So,
fair enough.
and um, I guess sometimes snakes as well. Pretty scary. I think that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of heights, like, what's the tallest like place you've ever visited in terms of height?
Tallest place. Um, there's like, you know how when you go to the airport, there's usually like bridges,
Yeah,
and sometimes the floor is like see-through or glass. I usually hate those. They make me cry. Like that's usually um the height that I get scared for. But um also, well, it really depends. But yeah, I think that's the one of the tallest places I've been to.
have you been a Eureka Skydeck before? Or... No, you haven't. Yeah, you should go there. No, I'm joking, but
But
yeah,
is it like a really tall building?
yeah, it's
Like,
like the tallest building in Melbourne, the one in the city. Yeah,
oh, I'm not going there. No.
I've been there a couple of times. It's pretty high, but yeah, I don't know.
They're
It's
like a nice view.
yeah, nice view when you're at the top, but when you're going up the elevator, your ears start popping because you're going so high. It feels so weird. Yeah, your ears just like pop because you're going so high, like in the atmosphere. If that makes sense. Yeah. Do you have an object that holds sentimental value that like means a lot to you?
Actually, I think I do. This birthday card, this was given to me by one of my closest friends. She goes to Footscray, and I remember, it took her a few days and nights to draw this whole thing. This is just the birthday card
That
cover.
hand drawn. Oh my god,
Yeah, hand drawn. Like there's a lot of
pretty cool.
details. It's really cool. I don't know if can you see it clearly?
Yeah, yeah, I can. Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, and basically the things she drew on here is like things she knows about me. And apparently all these people here are like our primary school friends, like a friend group in primary, which I thought was really cute. Um, this is like the piano, music, and apparently that mini to-do list thing represents journaling or organization because I like to journal and I like to stay on top of stuff. And there's also during here someone hitting a volleyball because I like to play volleyball even though I'm not the best at it. And also kind of, do you know the anime Haikyuu?
Yeah, it's on Netflix, isn't it? I've heard of it, but Haven't watched it.
Yeah, it's basically a volleyball anime, so I'm pretty sure she said it kind of references that. So yeah, I think this is the object that means a lot to me.
Yeah, it's very well drawn as well. My
Yeah.
birthday cards are never drawn for me, so you're pretty lucky.
Actually, this is the first birthday card that anyone has ever like hand drawn for me, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Um, so what is a useful tool that you use that could benefit the listeners?
I'm not really sure what's a tool that could benefit, but I guess if you really wanna learn how to be organized or stay on top of work, I definitely recommend getting a school planner because it helps a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never used a school planner before, to be honest. Is it like the diaries and stuff, and then you just write in it, like
Yeah.
the one we had
Typically for
last
like
year?
homeworks.
Yeah,
Oh, I actually didn't use much of the school's one
yeah, I
because I
didn't
had
even
my
use it at all.
yeah.
Yeah. So who motivates you the most and why?
Um, person that motivates me the most. Like, well, I guess with goals that are personal goals, other people's successes motivates me the most because if they can do it, clearly that shows that I can do it. So that I'd say motivates me the most. But if it's like life in general, like making myself the best I can be, I guess would be my mom and my close friends because they're really supportive, and especially my mom.
You can ask me one question far away.
Well, what is your big goal in life? And like, what is your dream life? What do you want to get out of your future? I guess.
I don't know. To be honest, I want to have a good future. Like finish high school. Obviously, I've got a few more years to go. So basically, I hope I can tick that off the list. Then maybe go into further study at uni, finish that, and like just get a job that I'm passionate in, not just for the sake of getting a job. Like doing something you love. I
Yeah,
feel like that's important in life, and yeah, that's my plan for the next 10 years. But I don't know. We'll see where that takes me. That's all I'm gonna say. I reckon. Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully it goes well.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Do you recommend anyone on the podcast, like I don't know, someone I might know or that has a pretty inspiring story that are famous? I don't know, just anything.
Has an inspiring story. I mean, I recommend my. Do you know Billy? Like she's the science captain.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, she's a pretty good person. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should like interview her because she is like also one of my. I kind of like look up to her as well because I don't know how, but she has really good self-discipline pretty much. Like she gets up early every single day, she does a workout, she does like
Yeah.
um she focuses on her work so well. And I don't get how she does that like so well. So yeah, I think it'd be pretty interesting if you interview her.
Yeah, and I'd say she's a pretty confident person. Like, probably has a lot of self confidence, which is a good trait to have. I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically that's it. So thanks for tuning into the Jez and Friends podcast. Remember, push yourself because no one else is going to do it